Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great conference today. So my name is Sui, and I'm the founder of Newswav. So basically, Newswav is a news aggregator that focuses on Malaysia localized content. So I would like to bring you a journey on how we actually partnership with Huawei along integrating Newswav into the HMS ecosystem. Right. Great. So Newswav has been around for roughly 2 years, and we realized that during the Q3 of last year, about 21% of our Newswav Android users are actually using Huawei device, and at the same time, we are fortunate, to get approached by Ray, which is the director of HMS Ecosystem Malaysia, to tell us about the HMS Integration Challenge. Basically, it's a challenge where we can integrate our Newswav app into the HMS system. So that's why I want to take you guys along, like what is the process and how we actually integrate HMS into our app. So the challenge is pretty simple. So basically, we need to integrate HMS into Newswav in 1 month. And of course, one of the main objectives is to support the Huawei Mate 30 launch. And because as a news app, push notification is very important to us. So we actually need to integrate services like push notification, OAID, and also, most importantly, having our app to be able to download in the Huawei App Gallery. So I would like to share some great things that we have experienced during the time when we integrate HMS Core. So I think the first thing which is very important is that the SDK and API we have in HMS is pretty similar with the ones that we have in the market, such as the GMS. So if I would like to put it in a sentence, it's like wearing your shoes. If let's say GMS is your left shoes, then wearing the right shoe should be easy, which is equivalent to the HMS. So I think wouldn't be a very big trouble for you to integrate the HMS system. And throughout the experience of integrating, we also realized that the documentation is very detailed and they provide example, which is very easy to follow. Especially we found out that Code Lab is very important and allow us to learn very fast in terms of integrating the APIs from the HMS. And of course, the great stuff is that we get developer support fund. Huawei is kind enough to support us with incentive for us to integrate more kits into our app. So of course, I would also like to share some challenges that we face during the integration. So how we do it is that because we need to cater devices that are GMS only, HMS, and also devices that are able to cater both of these ecosystem. So there are basically 3 scenarios. And because Newswav has been very dependent on GMS, and we are one of the big users of services like Firebase. So in order to move most of our services from Firebase to the HMS core, testing is something that's very crucial. So I would actually encourage most of you that thinking to migrate your app into HMS system to utilize the cloud testing and cloud debugging, because it's very useful for you to make sure that your app runs seamlessly in the GMS system and also in the HMS system. So the next thing is that the step on how we actually convert our GMS app into the HMS app. So first thing what we did is that we isolate the GMS implementation, and then we wrap the services provided by the GMS to custom services. So we call it as different managers. And also we split out and then adding in HMS implementation to a custom service as well. So when the user opens the app, we actually determine whether they are the HMS user, the GMS user, or a hybrid user. And then each of these cases will have their own parts along, choosing which type of service we should be providing them. So, so I would like to share a few kits that we have implemented into our Newswav for the HMS. So first thing is the push kit. So because Newswav is known for our push notification, because I think news is important, especially when there are breaking news happening. We want to make sure that we are the first one to send out all this information to our users. So that's why we integrate push notifications so that users that are using Huawei devices that only have HMS are also able to receive all this notification. And also we want to make sure that it will not collide with the other systems such as the GMS. So I think again, The implementation method is very similar to GMS, so it shouldn't be a problem for most of you that already have experience with GMS. And the second thing I would like to emphasize is ad kit. I think ad kit from HMS is a very good advertising kit, especially for you guys who are using ads to actually monetize your application. So first thing is easy to integrate. So they have different formats like native ads, splash screen ads, and so on. We realized that because we also have experience with other ad networks such as Google AdMob, we realized that the performance of HMS native ads is actually better than Google AdMob, especially on the main thread handling. Because as you know, main thread is always a thread that blocking the interaction of the user towards the device. So far, the experience we have with HMS native ads is actually a lot better than Google AdMob. So that's a good thing. And the second good thing is that, which I would like to emphasize, is actually the CPM. So if you're into the digital ads or you're actually monetizing through digital ads, you should know that CPM is one of the very important metric that you have to measure. So comparing the CPM that given by HMS is actually, I can tell you, 3 to 4 times higher compared to other ad networks such as Google or Facebook. So I strongly encourage you guys, if your app is actually monetizing through digital ads, please feel free to use HMS ad kits to monetize your ad. And actually, it actually helps us to increase a lot of revenue after we integrated HMS ads. And the third one I would like to talk about is the scan kit. So scan kit is something that we recently implemented into our ad because we think, you know, user would like to have a very fast way to search a content. So what we did is that beside our search bar, we actually have a button for the user to press, and they are able to point to any of the words where the device will quickly scan the words, and then all of this information will be pushed to the cloud, and then the cloud will analyze what are the keywords, and then pass back to our backend, and then our backend will try to search the article related to this keyword and then present to the user. So the good thing about this scan kit is that it is capable for multi-language. So same as what Newswav has always been emphasizing is that we want to become, you know, a multilingual news aggregator, especially for Malaysia, which we have multicultural and speaking multiple language, which is Chinese, English, and Malay. So the scan kit from HMS is also able to cater that, so which is a good point. And so we have also worked with the HUAWEI App Gallery promotion. So during the COVID-19, a lot of people are very concerned about the cases, number of cases, what is the confirmed cases every day. In fact, we also have a lot of news about the COVID-19, what is the latest status happening in Malaysia. So that's why HUAWEI App Gallery managed to contact us and say, hey, do you think we can do a collaboration, you know, where we can promote your app in the App Gallery, and then so that more users knows about Newswav, and then they can get more information about the COVID-19 scenarios in Malaysia. So this is the collaboration between us, Newswav, and also the App Gallery. And with that promotion, we are able to achieve more than 200,000 downloads of the Newswav app in our HUAWEI App Gallery, which is very exciting. So that's all. So hopefully you guys enjoy my presentation. So I hope you guys can continue to stay safe by using more sanitizer and stay informed by downloading Newswav to get the latest news. Thank you so much.